Hi, this is Rick for EDU Mobile. Now we're going to talk about recycler views and card views used now with Lollipop in the material design theme. So what's a recycler view? A recycler view is like a list view, but with more advanced features. A recycler view can handle a larger number of list items by virtue of the fact that it swaps the viewable items in and out of memory as it goes along. So it only maintains a limited number of subviews at one given time. It can be configured to display items in a list or a grid or what we call a staggered grid view, and it provides layout managers for organizing these views as well as providing default animations for views. So how do we implement one? Well, it's pretty straightforward. It's something like implementing a list view. The only real difference is that the adapter is slightly different for a recycler view. So the first thing we need to do is provide an adapter, and the class we're going to subclass is recyclerview.adapter. We provide a layout manager, which can be a linear layout manager, or a grid layout manager, or a staggered grid layout manager. And then we add a recycler view to the layout. We connect it to the layout manager and attach the adapter. Now, this is fairly simple, fairly straightforward. The adapter is a little bit different. So the adapter is similar to implementing an adapter for a list view, but there's some important differences. First of all, a recycle view uses something called a view handler or a view holder to hold the subviews or the list items, if you will. We also need to provide a constructor, just as we would for a regular adapter, to get or create the data set. We need to override the view holder's onCreateViewHolder method to inflate the layout and return the view holder with the inflated layout. And then we also need to override a method called getItemCount to return the number of items in the data set. So this is the high-level steps for implementing the adapter. And of course, we'll see in the demo how to actually do this. The adapter is the agent that actually performs the recycling of the views. Therefore, you must also override onBindViewHolder with a view holder and a position. In that method, you're going to map the current recycler view, the recycler view holder, to a position in the data set. And we'll also see this mapping done in the demo. So that's recycler view. Now we're going to talk about card views. Card view is really just a frame layout container with the capability of having round corners and shadows. Why do we use card views? Why don't we just create frame layouts? Google wants developers to move toward card views for things that have the same sort of layout characteristics that might have different data. So something that shares layout parameters that has different data, kind of like a business card or a flyer view or something like that. So we use these cards now instead of just building our own frame layouts. So we can set the corner radius and we can set the background color. I've given you the properties here. In the layouts, card view card corner radius, or in code using card view set radius. The background color can only be set in the layout using card view or card view card background color. Now, this is obviously in a separate namespace in your XML, so you need to call that namespace out in the XML. And that is XMLNS card view, and then I've given the namespace definition here. So cards. Think of a card as a single fact or a single piece of information to present to the user that may contain multiple kind of attributes, similar to a business card. We keep the layout of each card simple and clear, and we want to group the cards in a recycler view to allow scrolling and selection by the user. We could have cards within a list view, but we need to take advantage of the capabilities of recycler view that are given to us. Now, the last thing is that recycler views and card views both require that the proper dependencies be added for Gradle. So I've listed those dependencies here, and of course we'll also see them in the demo. You can add this directly to the dependencies entry in the Gradle build file, or you can use the GUI in Android Studio to add these dependencies. Thank you very much.